Women are selfish. They want to put their happiness first.
Right.
That's why they would choose to have a child without a man. Facts. And women won't admit it. The amount of women I've seen ranging from 18 years old to 35 who they're missing something, they need something, and they have a child without the man there. The man says they don't want this child, but they still go ahead and have the child, knowing the statistics. Everyone knows the statistics.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
You don't even need to read it.
You just know it.
Yeah, you just know it. Yeah.
So why would you do that to your child? Especially
Selfishness. If women are in charge of the family unit, what's society going to be like if women are in charge of the family unit? Chaos.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the roads are now, isn't it? With young boys.
Right.
This young boy is walking around extremely, highly emotionally strong.
Yeah.
Like, to say there's a young boy that's got Sky TV in his bedroom, yeah? And he steps out his house and he's like, I've got an argument with another man and I'm going to go and take his life in broad day and then go and do 28 years when you know what? You had a normal life.
But my boy was a good boy.
Yeah, but that's all that. Yeah, but he was emotional. Whether she thought he was a good boy or not, he was very, very emotional. He didn't think to himself, you know what? Let's not take it there. I don't want to do 20 years. To me, the way I see a lot of boys coming from single parent homes at the moment, they're queuing up to go jail.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
oh, yeah.
It's almost like subconsciously they're fighting to get away from their home lifestyle to go jail. Because they're doing crimes that they're not even trying to get away with. They're like, you know what? I got a girl. I got a place at my mum's. But you know what? This other guy, I've got to go and do him something. And subconsciously to me, that just says you want away from everything you've ever had.
So, do you know what I mean? I'm going to play another video, right? D, just cue the next video, please. Because my whole thing is women are opting. The breakdown of the family unit is because so many women are opting to be single mothers. They're opting. They're taking fathers out of the equation.
It's ludicrous.
Right? And they're saying they want to be single mothers. So I want to play a video quickly. It's like a minute. D, have you got it, yeah? Listen to this.
Us knowing the data and the statistics of what happens in single parent homes, why do you still think that, you know what, I can have a baby with myself and it's okay?
I don't know. I mean, this is like my personal view. It might not be.
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
I've always said, like, when I hit, we've had a discussion about biological clock before, right?
Yeah, we have.
I'm a single woman. I'm approaching 30. I've always said that I felt if once I hit 30 and I feel like I had that financial support that I could give to a child, I would be happy to have my own child on my own. Because I feel like at that point, I've raised children like my nieces, like as if I was a second parent. I had that experience. So for me, I feel like I'm more emotionally ready to do it on my own.
But sorry, I'll let you finish your
But
point
obviously, it is difficult. I'm not saying I'm going to do it all on my own. Like I have like Didi said, you have a village. It takes a village. But I just feel like it's like, sometimes it's kind of even less of a burden. Like I feel like men cause more burden.
Women are selfish. They want to put their happiness first.
Right.
That's why they would choose to have a child without a man. Facts. And women won't admit it. The amount of women I've seen ranging from 18 years old to 35 who they're missing something, they need something, and they have a child without the man there. The man says they don't want this child, but they still go ahead and have the child, knowing the statistics. Everyone knows the statistics.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
You don't even need to read it.
You just know it.
Yeah, you just know it. Yeah.
So why would you do that to your child? Especially selfishness. It will make me happy. It's what I'll be fine. I can do it. No, you can't. You actually can't. Especially if you have a son. A mother cannot calm down her son. Only a father can do that. But women believe they can do everything.
Listen, it's a podcast that I was on, so it's quite kind of close to home. And it's just like, when I actually asked her, because, you know, that podcast went on for like an hour or so, right? And when I actually asked her, do you realize that you're being selfish? There was no acknowledgement of the selfish nature. That, you know, there was no acknowledgement. It was like, yeah, well, you know, I kind of think that I can do it. It's like, but if you look at the statistics, you can't do it. Oh. Women can't generally do that. They can't generally raise children by themselves. And I have spoken a lot about fathers battling to see their children. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the reason why a lot of fathers basically in these days and times are battling to see their children is because of psychologies like this. Yep. They don't realize that the women that they're getting with have these psychologies. They have this, I can do it by myself anyway, even if you're not here. But you can't.
You can't. But women take it really personally when you tell them that they can't do something. I don't know what it is. I haven't pinpointed it yet. Mm-hmm. Maybe,
you're a woman. You're around them. You have to tell me.
I think because we have an inability to be objective.
Interesting.
We're naturally emotional people, aren't we? We run on emotion. The majority of us.
Sorry, go on, Marcus. You gotta say something.
You know what it is, bro? Like, I think the elephant in the room is, and shout out to Mr. Super Matter. And there was some interesting questions in the comment section, by the way. But I think the elephant in the room, yeah, is we're going, as logical people, we're going selfishness, right? And selfishness, yeah, I do think that's a massive part of it. But the elephant in the room to me is mental illness is real, you know, dog. It's real. Like, what that girl was saying on the show, I don't know her personally. I don't want to bun down on her too hard, yeah? But what she was saying didn't make for shit show sense. Yeah?
No, but...
So, go on.
Sorry. You and me can look at that woman and say that don't make no sense. You and I can look at that woman and say that don't make no sense. You see that psychology? It is a prevailing psychology within the society in which we live. So if you're talking about mental health, are you telling us that our society is sick?
I'm saying is mentally sick. Yeah, but the level of sick it is, yeah, it's like it's almost not being diagnosed. We're just going literally, as we've just all discussed, we're going, it's selfish. No, bro, like I agree with you both, but at the same time, I can be selfish at times. I'm not selfish to the point of I want to ruin people's lives. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. My selfishness will last for 24 hours. I'll have a think about it, and then I'll recollect to myself and say, do you know what? Shit, I've been selfish.
And let me ask you something. If you could bear children, yeah? You could bear children.
Heaven forbid. Yeah? But yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you got to an age where you're 30, your sperm's going to dry up soon.
Yeah.
It's now or never.
Yeah.
Would you make a decision to raise a child by yourself?
No, I've got
honestly.
No, honestly, I wouldn't, because you know what is, like, logically, I've got nephews that need my help. I've got nieces that need my help. Yeah,
they're not yours.
And that's the problem, because culturally they are mine. Yeah, and if we was back in our natural environment with the sun, with villages, everybody looks after everybody's children, hence why we don't have the madness and confusion which we have here in the West. Everybody runs that individual shit, right? And what then happens is everyone's going, well, if I don't have, then I'm not living. I haven't got my own. But that's because nobody else is sharing their children with you.
Which kind of takes me to the nuclear family.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole thing was created, which made nuclear family, you know, the mother, the father, 2.2 children.
Yeah,
the Trinity, the Holy Trinity.
Yeah,
for me, that's the original Holy Trinity: mother, father, child.
Right, but that was created about in the 1950s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running with that. I'm running with that. Yeah. I know what she means by that. That particular nucleus.
Go on. I'm listening to you, Chris. Go on.
And that was very isolated.
Yep.
But the real family
Yeah.
was generations
Yeah.
in under one roof.
Yep.
Yeah. In one spot, the community, the village.
Yeah.
Raising children. So if we look at a woman deciding to raise a child in today's society,
Yeah.
based on our nuclear family
Yeah.
of mother, father, children, it's not going to have the same effect of a family. Do I have a family around me to help me raise the child? Am I making sense?
You're making perfect sense, but I would go a bit deeper on it and say, if you look at every other group of people, yeah. If I go to certain areas in London, I see an Irish community. I'm going to see Irish flags. I'm going to see a majority of these roads that people live on. There will be Irish. Yeah, they'll have Irish pubs. Yeah. If I looked into the Sikh community, I would see the same thing there. If I looked into the Punjabi community, Pakistani community, they live amongst themselves, and there's a reason for that. Because if I'm at work, the missus is at work, we can be like, the next door neighbor, she don't work, she good. She can pick up my daughter from school. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people work together as a community, but there is. I'm gonna say something big controversial. There is no black community. There's just black people that live in an area. Yeah, but it's to a lot of people. A lot of people be like, Brixton was a black, Hackney was a black community, Tottenham was a black community. No, you just live there. Community is when you own the off license, you own the library,
you own your homes on the road.
You own the homes on the road. Yeah, you don't get gentrified.
Yeah,
we get gentrified. Yeah. And this is not to put on any other race and say, oh, why did you gentrify us? When we live in an area, we shouldn't be able to be gentrified. I'm not blaming.
Listen, you can't gentrify Stamford Hill.
You cannot.
No, you cannot. And I'm not blaming anybody who would try to, but it's not happening.
Certain places in Birmingham where there's Pakistani Muslims, it's not possible.
It's not possible, bro.
You can't do it, bro.
Right? But with us, yeah, this is what I'm saying. When we're talking about family, right? You almost have to go back to kingdom. We don't have kingdoms. Kingdoms have fallen. Yeah, for black people, right? So let's go a bit ahead of that, and we go community. Can we do community? We can't do kingdoms. We're done with kingdoms at the moment. Can we do community?
Let's downgrade to community.
Let's downgrade to community.
Right, okay.
We can't do community because we're doing the road thing. Yeah? And we're doing the single mother thing. Right? Single parent.
We're doing the broken family
We're doing the broken family thing on the whole. So, okay. We can't do kingdom. We can't do community. What's next? The best thing is what you have after that is family.
Yeah.
Right?
Nuclear family.
Nuclear family.
Yes.
Right? But if we can't do that, then we're dealing with individualism.
Yeah.
Right.
And once we start to deal with individualism, here's the shit show.